You know, most people suffer from what is called false humility. I know because I did for a long time. And that was one of the things that God had to deliver me from, was false humility, not being able to receive things. My whole life, all I knew how to do was give. I never thought of myself. I always just give. And I didn't know how to receive. And I thought I was being humble, by saying, no, thanks. I'm okay. I have it. I'm good. And sometimes I needed something and I said no. And that's not receiving the blessing that we're praying for. And many times we can be in situations like where we're living check to check, and we can have all these counselors around us. We pray, we do things, we pray and ask God for things. We ask him for spiritual counsel. He gives us pastors, he gives us counselors with his heart, to teach us things and to rightly divide the word of truth. And then we have that word and then we don't even take it and use it. God said, he said, you are a slave to the lender. And so that means if you have a mortgage, if you have a car note, you have credit cards, you have bills, you're a slave to those things. And God said he doesn't want us to owe man anything except to love him. So he wants us to be out of debt, as soon as possible. And so that means not living above our means. But people don't take the time to seek out financial counseling. And when we try to teach people financial principles, people actually, they're afraid because they don't want you to know that they don't have it all together. Well, guess what? You and most of America don't have it together. Most of America spends over 104% of their income, which means that they're living check to check, that we're just over broke. Your job means you're just over broke because most people spend the maximum of what they earn. If you can afford a $500,000 house, you're probably spending all of it to pay for that house, when we could buy a $200,000 house and have money saved. And so most of us don't have an inheritance for our children, which the Bible tells us to do. Leave an inheritance for your children's children. Most people don't have a will. Most people are just overrunning in debt, even if they make good money. Most people don't have an emergency fund, which means 6 months to a year worth of incomes put back in case anything happened. You lost your job, lay off, sick, anything. You have a 6 months to a year to recover and reestablish yourself. Most people don't have an IRA, retirement. Most people are not saving for their kids' college. Most people don't have the right life insurance to make sure that if they die today, that their family would have an inheritance and that their family don't have to sell their home. Most people don't know how money works. They don't know how to that for the same thing that they spend for their cell phone or their cable, that they could save that, pay themselves that every month and retire wealthy. Well, guys, you have guys like myself out here, financial coaches, financial advisors, that to teach you that. And people don't take the time to do that. And that's a tragedy for your family, which means that you're going to work hard all your life and not understanding why you're never getting ahead, why you can't retire wealthy, why your kids can't go to college. Why is it that if something happened to you, your wife will have to sell the house because you didn't leave her a wealth, because you didn't leave a life insurance policy for $1 million or $500,000 or whatever. It's available, guys. And if you're out there and if you're young, you need to know if you're whatever age you are, you need to know the right things to have. And that's why we're out here, guys. We as financial coaches, we want you to be debt free and we want you to accumulate wealth. And you do that by knowing what to do, guys. You can't do that without knowing how money works. Paying your bills on time doesn't mean you know how money works. That means you're responsible enough to pay your bills on time, but you don't know, you're not out of debt, and you need counseling to do that. You need a financial advisor, financial coach to do that. And we're here to help. And so don't be guilty of having false humility. Receive the blessings when they come to you. Receive it. Reach out and ask people questions. We're here to help. God's excited about your future. He wants you to be debt free. He wants you to accumulate wealth so you can be a blessing to someone. I hope that you take this and you take it to heart and you use it. We're here to help. And if you don't have a financial advisor, financial coach, hey guys, we're here. Reach out. Get the knowledge you need so that you have the power to lead your family and that you're not in debt. God doesn't want you in debt. God's excited about your future, so am I. Have a blessed day.